Ladies and gentlemen, Lenny March here from Machine MMA, ahead of May 2nd, Machine MMA 47 at the Fed Gateshead. I'm with a potential superstar. I class him as superstar. It's always good to be joined by Reggie Barwell. Reggie, pleasure, mate. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, it's always good to be joined by you, Reggie. I feel like you bring the character, the charisma, as we've seen in these last two fights. Walking out to the Stony, we're going to talk about that. You told me before the fight last time out, Stone Island, what was the aura coming out to them?
To be fair, what gave us the idea? Me coach Reese, he just said I should put the Stony on me fight kit.
You know, I'm going to ask now because a little bit cheeky. Eh? What we walking out to this time? You already told me, but we're going to ask anyway.
The song that Shawn Michaels walks out to, Sexy Boy.
I told you he brings the charisma. He's absolutely fantastic. Reggie, we're going to talk about that last fight, quite similar to that I did with Cole Lloyd. I want to talk, I know it was a loss, but I feel like there was a lot that you showed in that fight against a very, vastly more experienced man in Colby Avinson. There was a lot to take away from that. Talk to me a bit about that. How are you feeling from that loss? You showed a lot in that fight, as I mentioned, against a more experienced man who's fought the high calibers and, won belts. You must be feeling, I would say, good about that, that loss.
Yeah, to be fair, I would say, on one half I could say I won, but on the other half I see why the judges would say that he won, but it is good because I did get the better of him and he is a really experienced fighter.
Yeah, I absolutely do. I think it was a fantastic fight, and like you mentioned, it could have went either way on the night, but the judges did give it Colby. I think you threw out some fantastic submissions. We'll talk about that round one, buggy choke. What's going through your head as you sort of got that locked in? Your arms and your legs must have been absolutely gassed. Talk to me about
that. To be fair, after it, my arms were feeling like jelly, and I was just thinking, I was like, I'm gonna be a proper clip farm after this,
This is fantastic. We'll talk about the clip farming then. Well, next time out, another chance to prove yourself. 1-1. The first fight, obviously, it was an armbar. Then you're dancing. You're showing all your moves. Next time out, May 2nd. Talk to me a bit about this. And another chance to prove yourself on the Machine MMA stage.
Oh, I'm gonna try my hardest to just finish the fight early. Don't get too tired. And I promise, I'm going to promise you a worm.
You're going to promise me a worm?
I'm going to promise you a worm.
Can we get that written down on a contract, maybe on paper? Is that after you win?
Yeah, after I win.
Well, so after you're fighting, I'm going to be ready with a camera, right? I'm going to wait, if I remember anyway. I'm clueless at remembering stuff. I'm going to wait until after potentially you win, and then we'll look out for a worm. Talk to me a bit about the matchup that you're facing. Levin, we'll talk about Levin. Talk to me a bit about the matchup they expect from Levin. Obviously, I know he hasn't stepped into the cage yet, I do believe. So he's in a position that you was a couple fights ago. So do you feel like the more experienced man, a little bit of an edge, potentially May 2nd?
It's all really... However his skill is what it comes up to, because I've looked and there's not really any clips of him, so I'm not really knowing what he's like, but still just going to go in there and win.
Maybe he's not clip farming like a Reggie.
Aye, not a clip farmer like me.
Talk to me a bit about May 2nd. What are you looking to prove? An opportunity to kind of, come out from a loss, make it 2-1 in your amateur career. I know what Reggie wants to bring, and that's entertainment, that's finishes, that's charisma. What is May 2nd for you? What does that opportunity look like in your head?
It's just my opportunity to show everyone who how good I am, and show them what I bring to entertain them.
There we go. I did it with Cole Lloyd. I'm going to do it myself. One sentence or a word why they should be there May 2nd to get their tickets to watch the Reginator in action and perform and entertain the crowd.
Just
He hasn't got anything. So we'll see you May 2nd. The Fed Gateshead live on Notorious TV. The Reginator is going to be there in action, full force. It's going to be entertaining. He's always good to watch. If you watched his first fight, go back and watch it. An armbar finish. Watch his second fight too. Entertaining and scrapping against Colby Avinson, where he proved a lot that night. And now he heads into his third fight, looking to prove himself again. May 2nd, Machine MMA 47 from the Fed Gateshead. We'll see you all there. Thank you very much.